and detached, even when their daily routines appear calm and uneventful. This sense of exhaustion can be difficult to explain, especially when nothing dramatic seems to have changed. Looking back, there may have been a time filled with excitement and motivation, when each day brought new possibilities. Now, that spark can feel distant, replaced by a persistent emotional heaviness. The contrast between past enthusiasm and present fatigue can be both confusing and disheartening. It's a universal experience, one that quietly affects countless individuals, regardless of their circumstances. Many people seek motivation from external sources, hoping to ignite a spark that propels them forward. They turn to inspiring quotes, motivational videos, or uplifting conversation with friends and mentors. While these moments can provide a temporary boost, the feeling often fades as quickly as it arrives. The initial surge of enthusiasm may linger for a short while, but it rarely leads to lasting change. This fleeting nature of external inspiration highlights the challenge of relying solely on outside influences to maintain motivation. Ultimately, true drive often requires a deeper, more personal connection to one's goals and values. Many people experience moments of emptiness and self-doubt, often wondering if they are truly on the right path. Questions like, "Am I good enough?" Or, "What am I really meant to do?" frequently surface during these times. It's common to feel uninspired or lost, searching for meaning or direction. These feelings can be unsettling, but they are a natural part of the human experience. Acknowledging these emotions is the first step toward understanding and growth. Even in the midst of uncertainty, it's important to remember that you are not alone in facing these challenges. It's completely natural to feel lost or disconnected from yourself at times. Everyone experiences moments when life feels overwhelming or uncertain, and it's important to remember that these feelings are a common part of the human experience. You are not alone in facing these challenges. Acknowledging these emotions is the first step toward understanding them more deeply. By recognizing that such moments happen to all of us, we can begin to explore what they mean and how to move forward with greater self-awareness and compassion. Energy, and immediately assume the cause is physical exhaustion or a lack of motivation. However, this feeling can sometimes stem from a deeper sense of disconnection from our inner selves. In these moments, we might look outward for quick fixes, like caffeine, entertainment, or distractions, hoping to restore our vitality. Yet, these external solutions often provide only temporary relief. The real issue may lie within, rooted in neglecting our emotional or spiritual needs. Recognizing the difference between physical tiredness and inner disconnection is essential. By turning our attention inward, we can begin to address the true source of our fatigue and find more lasting fulfillment. Instead of daily responsibilities and constant demands, it's easy to lose touch with our inner voice. We often find ourselves moving from one task to the next, driven by deadlines and obligations. This relentless pace can gradually transform us into efficient, yet unreflective machines. As we focus on checking off to-do lists, we may neglect to consider what truly brings us joy or fulfillment. Over time, our genuine desires and passions can become buried beneath layers of routine. Without intentional reflection, we risk drifting further from our authentic selves, forgetting to ask what we really want from life. People seek out new experiences, relationships, or environments when they feel their enthusiasm for life has faded. The hope is that a change in external circumstances will rekindle their sense of purpose or excitement. While these pursuits can offer temporary relief or distraction, they often fail to address the underlying cause of disconnection. Without nurturing our internal sense of self and meaning, external changes rarely lead to lasting fulfillment. True revitalization comes from reconnecting with our inner values, passions, and sense of purpose. When we overlook this internal connection, even the most exciting adventures can leave us feeling empty. Ultimately, lasting change begins within. It does not always reveal itself through relentless activity or outward displays of strength. Instead, it often resides in the quiet confidence of living each moment with intention and sincerity. When we approach life authentically, our actions become more meaningful and our presence more impactful. Depth of experience allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others, fostering resilience and inner strength. By embracing authenticity, we cultivate a sense of purpose that guides us, even in times of uncertainty. Ultimately, it is the quality of our engagement with life, rather than the quantity of our actions, that defines genuine power. Energy is often thought of as something we must seek out in the world around us. However, it is important to realize that this energy is not external or elusive. Instead, it resides within each of us, forming an essential part of our nature. By acknowledging that positivity is inherent, we can begin to nurture and express it more freely in our daily lives. This perspective shifts our focus from searching for sources of encouragement outside ourselves to cultivating inner strength and optimism. Embracing this idea empowers us to face challenges with confidence and resilience. Sometimes, the path to feeling truly alive began with revisiting the simple pleasures that once sparked joy. Whether it's writing a few lines in a journal, listening to your favorite songs, or immersing yourself in a creative hobby, these small activities can have a profound impact on your well-being. They offer moments of connection to yourself and remind you of what makes life meaningful. By gently returning to these practices, you may rediscover a sense of aliveness that feels both familiar and new. Even brief engagements with these activities can help restore energy and lift your spirits. Over time, these moments can accumulate, gradually enriching your daily experience. Rather than relying on external sources for motivation, consider turning inward to foster genuine connections and experiences that truly nourish your soul. Authentic moments, whether shared with others or enjoyed alone, have the power to rejuvenate and inspire from within. By prioritizing these meaningful interactions, you cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment that goes beyond fleeting encouragement. This approach helps you build lasting resilience and a more profound sense of purpose. Ultimately, it is through authentic connection that you discover the motivation to grow and thrive. True energy is not always loud or dramatic. It often arises from the quiet, genuine moments when we confront challenges with honesty. In times of darkness, choosing hope and resilience can be a powerful source of strength. These choices, made in silence and sincerity, fuel our ability to move forward. It is in these understated moments that our inner power becomes most evident, guiding us through adversity and illuminating the path ahead. Whose presence lights up every room she enters. She radiates positivity, inspiring others with her unwavering optimism and genuine kindness. No matter the challenge, she approaches each situation with determination and gives her absolute best. Her strength is evident not only in how she faces adversity, but also in the way she uplifts those around her. Friends and family often find comfort and motivation in her encouraging words and supportive actions. Awakens abruptly, her body unresponsive to even the smallest command. This paralysis is not the familiar heaviness of fatigue, but something deeper, a profound quiet that seems to echo within her. The silence is unsettling, as if her thoughts have been muted and her sense of self has drifted away. Confusion washes over her, mingling with a growing sense of isolation. She searches for the reason behind this stillness, but finds only emptiness. In this moment, she feels adrift, lost in a world where movement and meaning have vanished together. She tries to reignite her passion by immersing herself in new hobbies and meeting different people. Each activity brings a brief glimmer of hope, a momentary distraction from the fatigue that lingers beneath the surface. She signs up for classes, attends social gatherings, and seeks out fresh experiences, hoping that something will inspire her. Despite her efforts, the sense of emptiness persists. The connections she forms feel fleeting, and the excitement quickly fades. No matter what she does, her energy remains elusive, leaving her searching for answers in the quiet moments alone. She rummages through the attic, her fingers brush against a familiar case. Inside rests her old guitar, its surface marked by years of use and neglect. She gently lifts it, feeling the weight of memories in her hands. The strings are slightly out of tune, and the wood bears scratches. Yet when she strums the first chord, a wave of warmth washes over her. Each imperfect note carries echoes of past joys and dreams. Despite the flaws, the music fills the room with comfort, and she feels hope quietly returning. In that moment, the guitar becomes more than an instrument. It is a reminder that beauty and possibility can be found even in things once forgotten. In a moment of quiet reflection, she discovered that her energy had not vanished, as she once believed. Instead, she realized she had simply lost sight of its origin. The source of her strength was never external. It had always resided within her. This understanding brought a sense of clarity and calm, as she recognized that her vitality was accessible whenever she chose to reconnect with herself. Her journey had led her back to the wellspring of her own spirit, reminding her that true energy is found within. This morning, she sits quietly at her piano, letting her fingers glide over the keys. At first, the melodies are soft and tentative, as if searching for a sense of comfort. With each passing day, the music grows more confident, filling her space with warmth and hope. The familiar rhythms and harmonies gently awaken memories of happiness, reminding her of the joy music once brought. Through these daily rituals, she feels her spirit slowly rekindling. The act of playing becomes a source of healing, gradually restoring her inner light and strength. Ultimately, the most enduring source of energy is not found in the approval of others or fleeting recognition. Instead, it arises from within, fueled by a heart that remains open to genuine emotion and authentic experience. When we reconnect with our ability to feel deeply, we tap into a wellspring of motivation and resilience. This inner vitality sustains us far beyond what external validation can offer. By honoring our own feelings, we discover a strength that is both lasting and true, a driving force that fuels our motivation and sense of vitality. Unlike external rewards or encouragement, this energy comes from within ourselves. It is the quiet strength that helps us persevere through challenges and pursue our goals with determination. When we tap into our inner energy, we find a wellspring of resilience and inspiration that is not dependent on outside circumstances. Understanding this concept allows us to become more self-reliant and confident in our ability to overcome obstacles. Ultimately, true motivation and lasting vitality are cultivated from the inside out. Take a moment to think back to the hobbies and interests that once brought you joy. These past passions often hold the key to reigniting your inner spark. Whether it was painting, playing music, or exploring the outdoors, reconnecting with these activities can remind you of what truly inspires you. Sometimes, the simple act of revisiting something you once loved can help you rediscover motivation and enthusiasm. Allow yourself to reflect on those moments and consider how you might bring them back into your life. By doing so, you may find a renewed sense of purpose and energy. Reconnecting with your inner energy can be a truly transformative experience. By turning inward and nurturing your own sense of vitality, you often discover renewed clarity, motivation, and resilience. This personal renewal doesn't just benefit you, it radiates outward, influencing your interactions and relationships. When you feel balanced and energized, you naturally inspire and uplift those around you. The positive changes within can can foster a more supportive and harmonious environment, both at home and in your community. Ultimately, embracing your inner energy can set in motion a ripple effect of well-being and growth for everyone you encounter. We can consider the true source of energy in our lives. It's worth reflecting on the words of Anais Nin. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Genuine vitality doesn't come from fleeting trends or quick fixes, but from living with intention and embracing our authentic selves. When we engage deeply with our passions, relationships, and experiences, we unlock a wellspring of lasting energy. By honoring our true nature and living wholeheartedly, we discover that the greatest source of vitality lies within. This is the enduring power of authenticity.